don't know that wife. We might not click. Don't volunteer me on no double date before you talk to me.
Can I whisper and stay the hell low?
I'm whispering.
I think it's funny how everything in the house has its own place. Unless we're talking about your skincare stuff. That's all over the counter in the bathroom.
Okay. But hear me out though. I be in a rush. And you the one that's like, we gotta be on time. So you know what that means.
That means you need to get up early.
No, that means I clean it up when we get back to the house later.
And then if you don't,
Then
exactly.
Because normally when we get back to the house, what you want to do? Exactly. So you want me to cut into that? Because if that's what you want, is that what you want?
You're being too loud. We're whispering.
You know what?
She don't know how to whisper. None of y'all know how to whisper. Once y'all get worked up, you don't know how to whisper. It's funny, but I think that's that way of trying to argue without raising their voice.
Yeah.
Yes, but
That's hilarious. They're cute.
look, marriage is hard, guys.
It's work, man.
Marriage is not easy. It is very difficult to take a person who grew up a certain type of way and then take another person who grew up a certain type of way, even though y'all might be from the same neighborhood, y'all might have went to the same school, y'all families might even be friends, stuff like that. It's still different. It's still no two families are the same. Then y'all go mash that together and then say, here, move in together, have little people
Oh, yeah.
and raise
The
them
whole
up.
kids thing, yeah.
Yeah, and create good little citizens.
a
That's a lot of
lot.
work. It's a lot of work, and a lot of work that people aren't willing to do.
And then both sides of the family and having get-togethers and family socials and
What do we believe? What are your thoughts on money? What are your thoughts on this and that? And and trying to mold
how
it
do we
together.
want to raise these kids? Do you want to
Yes.
spank? Do you not want to spank? Like all the different things
yeah.
all the different things. Yeah.
Yeah, and then a lot of responsibility is dumped in, to create the vision for family is dumped to the man's lap.
Yeah.
And if you were like me, 22 years old when you got married, that's a lot to ask from a young man. I'm so thankful for my father that he gave me some insight, and he was an example of how a father and a husband should be. But it's difficult. It's not easy, especially when you have like all those scenarios they were talking about, like those little things that you don't think anything about.
Yeah.
Your little nuances, like for us when we built this house that we're in right now, one of the major things was we needed two sinks in the bathroom.
Yes.
Her sink is on that wall and my sink is on that wall. And one of the things was, hey, don't be over here worried about what I got over here. If I leave hair on my sink, that's my sink.
That's your sink.
And if you got your products on your sink, that's your
my
sink.
sink,
Don't be over here.
And separate closets. I wanted a separate because our little starter home was so cute, but I didn't like sharing a closet with him. So like we had like the wire like dividers in our closet. So I had the kind where it stands up, the little separation. The separation is there. But I noticed we all together.
Let's just say
Everything's touching again. We like this.
I
We
am
like
thankful.
stuff.
I'm thankful that the Lord has blessed us to be financially stable enough to buy a house where I can have my own
Yeah,
closet.
that's a
You can have
blessing.
your own closet, and I can have my own sink. You can have your own sink. Because I'll tell you, that's a bone of contention.
Like if I go in this closet, I'm like, babe, I already folded these and said, why are you in my closet? Have my closet. You know what?
And I'm right.
You're right.
I don't.
I just closed the door.
I gave you the bigger closet,
You're right. It's very kind of you.
and I was like, here you go, sweet wife. Do what you will over there. Have your little world. Get you got your little chair in there. You got to set up real nice.
I do.
in
I
there.
call it my little Zen room. I
Yeah.
have like all my little pictures up on the wall. I have like this little cushy chair with a little footstool, and I can just go in there and chill and sit
So
down.
why you in mine? Where you at? So I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that you have to. Every marriage is different, and so you have to find out what works for you guys. And a lot of times, couples will get in trouble because they don't really know how to compromise
Yes.
in a marriage and relationship, and that's all marriage is one big compromise. Nobody's if one person is always happy and one person is always getting their way and one person is totally and completely in charge of everything and doesn't have to consult with the other person, what that means is that there's one person that's really, really unhappy in his marriage. That's what that means.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's exactly what it means, and that's unfair, and that is not part of the marriage contract. The marriage contract is we both do everything we can for each other to keep each other happy, or I don't like that word happy. I hate that word. to hold up our end of this deal. How about that? In marriage, because husbands have duties and wives have duties, right? And because I don't like the word happy because happy is not really. He was like, happy can come and go.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah,
It's
duty
very
and responsibility.
fluid.
Yeah, I don't like that word.
You
I try
really
not to
should
use
aim
that
for
word.
peace.
Yeah, there we go.
And
Yeah.
for it, in order to achieve that peace, there's certain things that have to happen. There has to be mutual respect. There has to be trust. There has to be, other things, accountability. All those things kind of stack up on top of each other. But you should do your best to try to meet the needs of your partner as much as you can,
Yep.
and vice versa. But real talk, real world, life is gonna also life. So you have to be ready for that too.
Yep. And with that, that's enough
said.
said.